Brother and Taz, it's similar to what I did. It's all about explaining to you the notion about death is just basically an illusion. Tell them for me, my brother.
Okay, well, and the concept of death, more or less, right? The most earliest forms of writings and teachings dealing with death, when it date back to our ancient Egyptian history and Ethiopian history, you always see that even the Egyptian trying to show you that they conquer death. Why they mummifying
the bodies
and with this afterlife. Now, the basis of this is that we black people are melanated beings, which we carry a source within us that most other races don't have, especially white people. Because melanin is a very serious thing, and it's not something basically from us, of us. Because more or less black people ain't really from us. You know what? We don't transcend space and time. You know what?
so to speak.
We don't transcend that. All what happens to black people, which is melanated beings, is that we are reincarnated within different lifetimes into our own families and bloodline. So this is why most of the time some people just say, okay, you had a great uncle who died 20 years ago and your grandmother might see you born and hear your grandmother say, look, you're the splitting image of your uncle. Or you might hear the grandmother say, it's just so his uncle used to move when his uncle being 8 years old. When the elder tell you so now, it's because now actually the traits, because it is within the DNA and the bloodline, these things are being passed down, so it only go wrong.
It's a cycle. So it's basically
just like
a
a cycle. For black people, we don't die because we don't deal with the recessive genes. We don't deal with that. Most than likely, this is why most pale skinned people, because they by any lens, anybody who sensibly enough know that white people ain't done make. Yeah, they ain't done make. You know, so they had to be different, but
let me use the right word for them. Caucasian
or pale skinned people.
Right.
They ain't done bill yet. And year after year, these people are keep trying to break our nation down. And these people do it in many different forms. Because they bring things, they test it on you. Sometimes they test a whole island. 2-3 o'clock in the night, they spraying chemicals in the air. To test the black genes to see how strong and we could withstand from what can withstand. But more than likely the everlasting life thing what they trying to look for, basically it wouldn't be happening for them because of the fact that they're missing key link in the DNA is melanin. And the more stronger that the melanin is in your body, you could withstand more of the sun, you could withstand real thing. The more it have in your body. But the whole idea is that the concept of this death is just an illusion, because you can't tell me you're dead and then 2-3 man get a book and go by a grave and see a chant and invoke your spirit, invoke back your dead mother spirit and invoke back a dead uncle spirit. So if you could invoke back the spirit of your dead uncle, that means your uncle ain't dead, or that means your mommy ain't dead, or that means your auntie ain't dead. You understand? Because the spiritual being doesn't die. It's only the flesh, which is just the shell. So until I could go and invoke some other spirit, me ain't dead. I might die and somebody come to invoke my spirit, I ain't dead. You invoke my spirit to do somebody something, I dead?
Can't die, we don't die.
So, within the concept of these things, people just have to sit down and suss it out properly. But they have to understand that when we were the last island to be colonized, when these people sit down and write this book, remember no slave was free. Everybody was in slavery. So you have to try to understand that these masters sit down, took all these years with these monks to write this book. then brought this book to us in a language we don't even know, and then telling us that this book is going to give us redemption. So the people who fall in victim to this swindle down book, they need to go back and really sit down and analyze things when they read. In part, that the English language is not a complete language, and I don't think that it will ever be complete, because one word carry all 10, 11, 12 different meanings. Every other language on earth is completed. It doesn't have anything to add on every year. But when it comes to English language, every year they have to keep adding on or adding words into the dictionary.
It's incomplete, that's why.
So, because it is a bastard language and it is a language mixed here and there, English have French, Spanish, Dutch, even Chinese. English is a mixture, collaboration of all these different languages. So this is why English cannot stop. They had to keep adding. And any other language, any other place you go, they have the language in full completion. So why? Think about it. If you're thieving from other people and it ain't done yet, you have to continue thieving. And the more you thief and the more you add, you see it can't done, you have to continue thieving and adding. So it is not a real language per se, original language. Because when we came here, the Moors came here, we already had our original language, what we could have corresponded with one another from. Because English as a language had to be taught to us by the masters. They had to teach the one who they're going to preach from the book first. Then they had to put him to teach us, because they had to use one of the same color, which that has been documented and proven is not a word of mouth.
So to speak. For
most people who want to know the real story and not his story, when you get your internet, instead of going on it and looking for a pack of crap, go and dig up something that actually makes sense.
That could enlighten brothers and sisters to the truth.
Because if your mind is not enlightened in these times, you're like a living dead. This is what the term the living dead is all about. You know?
Walking dead,
it's
many
like
people are dead.
And you're not, I have new things for you. You're not conscious and you don't have no knowledge of who you are. So it's like a living dead. You have a Chinese, you have so much Chinese living here. Their kids born here, yes. You can't go and meet an 8, 9, 10-year-old Chinese boy. If you ask him anything about China, he will open his mouth and answer you anything about the history of China. You ask majority of people about this little island here, where they born and raised.
They'll give you a Vincentian make-up history.
And they even know shit.
They would not give the indigenous culture and history.
Not even make-up history, because they still even know the make-up history either. So when the Bible
makes them lost.
When the book tell you a man must know himself, it is about knowing your origins, where you originate, where your ancestors, who your people